Welcome back to How to Hunt, part 2 of our moose series.
Now we're getting into kind of what I'm used to, right? Which is your parkland moose.
What a hunt. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty stoked.
At the end of the day, we're here and we're trying to fill our freezers, and we're very successful this year. And I don't think we're going to go hungry this winter.
Argo Presents How to Hunt is brought to you by Argo XTV, Go Anywhere. Escape Trailer, built for you. Zeiss, confidence in the toughest conditions. And these fine sponsors.
Welcome back to How to Hunt, part 2 of our moose series. And I'm sitting here with a full freezer. So I'm very excited about that. And it's very interesting switching from the mountain stuff that we were doing, and then you switch to, more of a prairie hunt. And it's not as exciting. It's exciting in its own way, but it's definitely a change of pace. I mean, I want to run. I want to get moving. I was able to get that stuff done, but it's a little different.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, in episode 1, we saw Heather and we saw some mountain stuff, and now we're getting into kind of what I'm used to, right? Which is your parkland moose. And Heather did a great job in that same type of area that we hunt. And then, of course, your video is spectacular and pretty fun to watch. You can see the excitement in you. I mean, like, who doesn't?
No,
Who
I know.
doesn't get excited when they shoot a bull moose?
I know.
Right?
And I think, too, there was like 2 hunts that I did that I was unsuccessful in, and I'm debated switching careers into interpretive dance or something. This is the only way. I'm done with guiding. And then to finally shoot a moose, it was like, okay, I did call those in, and I was able to shoot one, and it was just so rewarding.
So I think something important to talk about actually would be that, like, the moose rut and the timing. So you're guiding during the peak, that you're guiding the best time. The moose are drunk. It's some of the best time. So you take somebody else that they want to hunt that time. So when you come back, you actually really kind of you're not really like nailing the moose rut. Like you're working for your bull and you're hunting when most guys have totally given up on moose.
And I would say,
so what happens?
Honestly, I've had some great success from October 10th into Halloween. I've heard cows bawling. And most of the bulls, even this past week that I've got on camera, are usually following a cow.
Right.
So if you do your cycle of when they go in estrus and when they switch out, it's like a 20-some day window. And we're almost right at that time as it is now. So usually people love October 3rd. Well, 20 plus days, we're right in that window. So I don't think it's over. I think that there's going to be, if you find that cow, there was 3 bulls in a row coming to the cow call.
Oh, wow.
So they're all herded up looking for that last one, a bunch of desperate men running around trying to find the last cow.
Like
so I don't think it's ever
2 a.m. at the bar.
Yeah, basically last call, get after it.
Yeah.
I was very happy. And you expect it to be over. The time out in the bush, time in the stand, time on the ground is where I ended up shooting. But
right. So
working out.
So the point is, don't give up. And if you want to watch some pretty cool footage, some really fun footage, because Zach's footage is always really, really fun, it's coming up right now.
Let's go. Where's the down? Yes, buddy. Thank you, Lord. Drop right there. Oh, he's pouring blood. He's pouring blood. He's pouring blood. Yes. What a hunt. Out my socks. Baby. 2 shots. I don't know what to say. I'm freaking stoked. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Oh my goodness. He's down right there.
Okay, we're back and we just watched Zach's wicked video. Just watching you is so fun.
I was very excited. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you were guiding, weren't successful in the mountains, weren't successful, then came back to your home core area and then like get lucky on a nice eater moose.
Oh yeah,
man.
perfect. I'm very happy. I think what's cool is it's kind of embarrassing watching that footage, but also like it's fun because you forget what you say in those moments because it's just like all this excitement, right? And you're just like you can't remember, and then you're like, oh, I guess that's
So we send in footage and then like they bring it back after a set it didn't show us, but like I send in footage sometimes I totally forgot I even did it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's probably one of these. I don't know if you could forget about that video.
No.
Your wife probably reminds you.
Oh yeah. She goes, oh, you're walking around in your socks, and then people are like, why is there safety glasses on your head?
Yeah,
It's like riding
right.
an e-bike.
I know. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun, and I was on the ground too, which is actually my third time killing a moose on the ground. And I think initially, as always heard, you have to be in a tree stand, especially because moose go through. But if you find they're feeding kind of rough area and there's some run activity, I like being mobile because I'm running up and down on field edges trying to cut them off.
Sure.
And it ended up working out. But I mean, it doesn't have to be that case. If you were sitting in a tree stand where I was at, you probably would have been successful too.
And so, but you're calling, right? You're cow calling.
Yes. Yeah. And what it was interesting is there was a cow that crossed over the field to permission I don't have. And I thought, okay, that's cool. And then all of a sudden I see a bull pop up and I was like, oh, I bet you he's on the trail. And then one behind him, there's 3 bulls. He was the biggest.
Actually, what's the date? Tell me the date on this.
This is October 26th today.
Yeah, so
I think 21st.
So late.
Yeah, no, October 21st. Yeah,
This
3
is
bulls
Very interesting.
were following a cow, and they kind of lost her. About 5 minutes delay from the time she left the field edge, and then I was like, it was really windy. I'm like, I'm just gonna try a cow call, and I cow called. The one stopped and looked, and then kind of kept walking. I thought, okay, typically that's what happens. And I do another cow call, and he turned and started walking, and he kind of hit this thing, and then they all kind of just followed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came out literally on a string. I would say they were delayed, so they weren't exactly honed in on me, but they walked within 20 yards of where I was
Well,
calling.
you're saying you like ran 200 yards this way, 200 yards this way. 200
Yeah.
yards this way.
Well, the problem is they're crossing on this field edge, and where my tree stand is set up, you don't always get access, and I just a shot at them. They crossed behind me earlier in the day. A cow and a bull crossed, so I knew they were going to go there. So I ran down to intercept them, and then I ran back, and then was able to cut them off and make the shot. And then actually got 2 shots off. Very fortunately, shot him. He ran back over, shot a second time, and then on the video he fell over, which I was very happy.
Perfect. So no grunts?
I didn't do any grunting. I didn't hear any grunting. They could have.
Are you hearing grunting that time of year or just mainly cow calls once in a while?
I have only ever heard cow calls late. Yeah, I'm not to say that grunting hasn't happened, but I mean, I remember October 28th, a couple years ago, I remember sitting in a tree stand and just hearing this cow beller. And I remember being in my head, maybe she's being bugged. 'Cause I'm like, the rut's over. Maybe it was over. Maybe she was being bugged. 'Cause I've seen cows that get kind of bugged by younger bulls just start screaming at them.
Yeah.
But she was talking.
Yeah. No, I know in November there's a moose hunt in Alberta. A lot of outfitters do, but they hunt the bulls because their bulls are in a group, right?
Feeding, usually.
They're feeding all together. They're back in their bachelor groups, and can be pretty easy if you have snow and then a bunch of bulls together in an area. You just go into an area where there's a big moose population and kind of pick the best ones. So you're kind of like leading right into that change.
Yep.
Right?
And I think partly too, because the cows are now getting onto the regular food source, those bulls are going to be traveling those same areas. So that's why I've seen where the cows go by the trail cam, then a bull goes by the trail cam, because I think they're following.
So I used a beast broadhead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you use.
Yeah, I actually used the beast broad at 2 shots. Yeah.
And so these are not a sponsor of our
No, not at all.
right?
No, we pay for them. They are expensive.
Just something that we tried.
Yeah, they are expensive, but I will say, and on the video, I pop it out. I mean, it looks like it's bent forward, snaps back in, cleaned it the other day.
And works.
Works no problem.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it is that the blades do flex. So if you hit a rib, sometimes you might have a deflection with a regular broadhead. What those do is they can actually flex around that, and then they open back up. So you go around the rib, get into the rib cage, and then they open back up, even more cutting.
Yeah. No, I had some good experience with an elk and then and with a moose as well.
Yeah.
So
they work great.
I think we're going to see some of that next.
Yeah, you actually were quite successful. You shot a very nice moose. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, stay tuned. Your moose is coming up.
Okay, I'm back home hunting moose. Just came out of the mountains. The moose hunt in the mountains was amazing, super fun. I was wearing the Coda Silence Fair Winds camo basically the whole time, and now I'm back home. Fall's here, you know, we're entering October. The leaves are turning yellow, it's beautiful outside, and I've got the same camo on for the entire trip. So it's a really thin version of the whitetail stuff that they have. All wool. I love the color. It's like no gloss, no shine. It's performed awesome. It's kind of stretchy so you can move in it, and it's definitely warm, keeps you warm in most all conditions. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check out Coda Silence. Pretty awesome stuff.
There's a small bull about 80 yards away. That bull, he just cruised by, stood there for probably 40 minutes. Didn't want to come in, but when the other bull hears me, there's two bulls in here, small one and a better one. I'll show you the bull that came in here. And he was here at 6:30. He was gunning it. So by the time I get here, he's totally gone. Anyway, he's at a pretty fast clip. And those bulls, they just go, man. They give her. For those of you that think chasing pictures is the best thing in the world, doesn't always work out. As a matter of fact, with moose, I find that it's better than nothing, but certainly doesn't work out as much as you think it would. Well, a little more play-by-play. I'm sitting in my favorite meadow. There's moose kind of all over right now, just not coming to me. But Matt Fraser just passed a small bull because there's a big bull in there with a cow around him right now. So I'm happy he passed that. So sometimes you got to do that. In this 247 area, it's low on moose. Don't kill cows anymore. If you're really in need of meat, buy some steak.
I had an awesome experience yesterday morning. I had a small bull come in. I didn't shoot him, I passed him. We got a video of a bull on my Moultrie cameras, and it pinged into my cell phone while I was crashed here overnight. I got a picture of him quite a ways away from where I was actually hunting, but I thought, you know what, might as well go try anyway. And sure enough, I'm walking in the dark, and he's just making all kinds of noise, and he's only like 50 yards away. So I just coaxed him to my tree stand. He just followed me all the way to the stand.
That was quick. So I came in my spot here, and I was, I don't know, half an hour before dark, and I could hear him in the bush 50 yards away just trashing the trees like he thought I was another bull. I had the wind and everything, it was perfect. So I ripped into the stand, sat down, waited for light, had enough time to put the GoPro in, hopefully it's on the GoPro. And then I called him into 45, shot him broadside at 45.
See, I just shot that moose. It's a couple hours later. I waited a little bit of time, gave him some time. You know, I smoked him at 45, perfectly broadside. We just came back home to get the Argo. We're gonna bring the Argo in. I got it on the factory outlet trailer. These 6x6 Argos are perfect for getting game out of the bush. And I'm gonna fit the whole moose inside this little Argo. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go get the big moose. Okay, so we are here with Chinook and Rudy. Chinook's gonna follow the blood trail, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to watch the dog work. the best part of this whole thing is watching the dog work. The dog went directly to the moose. Let's go check out this bull. Chinook gets it first.
Chinook gets it first. That's his reward.
And he's got a great big full-grown bull.
Good boy, Chinook. Good boy, Chinook.
Okay, well, we recovered the moose. It's a beautiful bull. Craziest thing is there's a broadhead stuck in his horn. On the left horn, you can see where the broadhead hit him, and it's stuck right through the horn. But the best part about this moose is that Rudy came with Chinook, and we found the moose so quickly with the dog. It was such a wicked recovery. Special thanks to Chinook, who is right now chewing his butt out. If you are in the Alberta area, Edmonton, Sunny Plains, Spruce Grove, kind of Strathcona County area, shoot me a text on Instagram. I'll get you in touch with Rudy if you think you need a dog, and we can sort it out. Anyways, this is the power of the dog, the power of Chinook. And Rudy, I love you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Here we are with the Argo. We got basically everything off that moose, and we've got all the meat stacked up in the back. Argo, wicked machine, entire moose in the back of the 6x6. Gets back here so we can get the moose out. It's so important because this thing turns on a dime and it can get in between all the trees, drives over all the trees, gets you in and out. This is the best extraction machine ever made. Argo, love it. We got everybody on the, we got everybody on the 6x6. And all the meat and the moose.
Welcome back. We just saw a very cool segment. Right away, it sticks out to me. I love dogs, and
I love dogs.
think that's.
I love dogs way more now.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially those little ones. I mean,
yeah.
To be able to shoot a moose and then not to worry about whether you're going to find him or not. Well, I just think the dog answers so many questions that you might have.
Yes.
It goes right to him, right?
Yes, right to him. I mean, the shot was just a touch high, but smoked him. It was a slam dunker, but I just thought let's get the dog trained more, right? Like, why not use the dog for fun? Rudy's such a great guy. Rudy Krause, he's got a great shop in the south side of Edmonton. He does some butchering for some wild game stuff. Just an amazing, such a amazing human. And then Chinook, the star of the show, that little dog. As soon as he gets there, he's on the scent trail. We don't have blood for like 40
Does he
yards,
bark at all?
50 yards.
Does he bark at all?
Not really, no. But we didn't have blood right away because I hit him a little high, so he's bleeding inside, right? And the dog just went straight to it. So it's incredible how fast they find stuff. And then the funny part is the dog likes to get his prize, right?
Yeah.
So at the very end, he's like biting on the moose and like
I
ripping
think
all the
that's
hair.
only fair, man. If he wants the
Yeah,
tenderloins, he wants the backstraps, that dog deserves it.
I think he just wants like mouthfuls of hair because that's all he was getting. But he's just a little dog, so he's not like actually getting any of the moose.
Yeah.
He's just getting these big mouthfuls of like moose hair, which was really funny to see. But such a great law that we passed through, in Alberta here. I think Blaine Calkins helped a lot with that. And, just such a great deal because now you can, if you think you made a marginal shot and you can find someone with a tracking dog, you just hang back. And the rules are really simple. Don't go look. Don't go look. Don't go look. Don't go look. Don't go look for your arrow. Don't go just 50 yards just to see. Don't check the blood trail. Nothing. Let the dog do
Any questions, just wait.
100%. Just do nothing. Nothing is way more in that situation. So, no, super impressive. Can't wait to use the dog again, to be honest. Like, it's such a great tool.
I noticed you're a little different than mine because you're in some thick stuff. I was in some more prairie wide open, and I was binoing, and the Zeiss freaking binos fit right into my pocket, which
Dude,
was nice.
I used mine too. I got like I have the little tiny bow hunting binos.
The 8s by 42.
Yeah, they're little small ones.
Yeah.
And I had to make sure, like, because I passed a bull before. I passed a couple of bulls before, let them go. And I wasn't really going to shoot a moose unless it was this moose, because I got a video of looks like a big Pope and Young moose. So I'm going to take a shot, and I have an elk and another half a moose in the freezer already. So I'm not going to just shoot any moose. So I was being really selective, but I had to pull the binos out like super low light. And then I had to make sure it was that bull, because you're hearing a bull crash and grunt. You don't know which one it is until you see him, right? So I'm using the binos and in the super, super low light, and just those little tiny ones, right? And it was like instantly I could see him through. I could see him through the timber. Almost, you'd never see him. I couldn't see him normally because I'm basically blind now anyways, but using those binos is amazing. I think you did it too when you're running up and down the...
Yeah.
the
Oh
line.
yeah, on the field edge, it was wild.
Yeah.
And another thing you had that I didn't have the luxury in the mountains of using is you can just drive the Argo
Oh yeah.
right to your moose.
Oh,
and
yeah.
see all those quarters.
Again,
back.
with the Argo, it's incredible. It's the best extraction vehicle. We got the whole moose in the Argo, the entire thing in the Argo. We actually rode out with 3 people on the 6x6, the rack and all the meat, and rode out like that. So,
and the starter shot.
and I drove over my bow at the very end.
Oh right, there better be some footage of that. I think I saw something on social media.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll be bow hunting with this bow anytime soon. It's a little bent. It was the kind of the sad part of the day, but you know, got a big bull moose. It was worth it, I guess. I lost a bow, but got a moose, and yeah, pretty amazing moment. And yeah.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something about moose hunting. There's a lot that goes into it. At the end of the day, we're here and we're trying to fill our freezers, and we're very successful this year. And I don't think we're going to go hungry this winter. Stay tuned. Coming up, we're going to have doing some whitetails coming up fast.
Argo Presents How to Hunt is brought to you by Argo XTV. Go anywhere. Escape Trailer, built for you. Zeiss, confidence in the toughest conditions. And these fine sponsors.